Ready, set, I am live. And in color, would you believe? Let's get that up. It is your master orator. In other words, Otetiani. It's a thrill and a pleasure to be before you again. And I would love to thank each and every individual who has recently subscribed to my channel. You may or may not know, but there's a little journey that happens with YouTube. I got a journey to uh, so many subscriptions and so many views. So I need you to like, and please like it because you like it. Like, share, and please share it because you just got to share it. And subscribe because you just got to have more, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a second. Do you know how crazy it's going to be the first time I go live and somebody is right there with me? Oh my gosh. Whew. Actually, just then I gave a little sigh of relief. I'm thankful. Today we're talking about check yourself before you wreck yourself. In other words, best friends. How does that even come together? Well, I'll tell you. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I had a dear friend, my best friend, perhaps, who was able to call me on the carpet about a behavior. And, it wasn't telling me something. Well, he was telling me something I didn't know. That's the whole point. I got to check myself before I wrecked myself based on a best friend stepping up to the plate and checking me. Um, it was an amazing experience. For one, I don't know if this is about maturity. I think it's about sincerity and, authentic intention. I authentically intend to be my best self. Of course, after so many miles of living, some things become acceptable. We change our standards. We lower our standards, maybe. Maybe you raise them. But yes, this best friend. And okay, I'm getting a little excited. Can you tell? I hope you're getting excited because there's maybe a segment of the viewers who do not are not able to lay claim to a best friend. I get that. So, how is this relevant to you? How can it possibly be relevant to you? Well, on the high end, we have the experience that I just had where a best friend proved to be a best friend. And, the one thing about friends, and especially best friends, you can't question their technique, okay? Because they're your friend, they're your best friend. They have a special bond of affection for you. They have a special commitment that they've made within themselves that comes forth from who they are towards you. And let's see, long story short, oh, they might just step on your toes really, really hard. But you know what? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. In other words, best friends can be the means whereby, and will be the means if you allow them, whereby we can cease and desist from, it could be, something just as trivial as Snicker addiction. I had Snicker addiction. I thought if I ate, a whole bag of mini Snickers, that'd be better than eating a whole bunch of king size Snickers. It was just all Snicker. I was psyching myself out, not well. So, for those of you that don't lay claim to a best friend, this is significant for you because you are ultimately and above all others your best friend. Why are you your best friend? Because there's no one closer to you than you. There's no one who's been through every single thing you've been through with you except you. There is no person who actually has any idea of what your actual, true, honest desires are, what your honest, true fears are, what your honest, true um, aspirations are. No one knows you. No one will ever know you as well as you. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, and your best friend cannot help you. That is to say, check yourself before you wreck yourself, before you cannot help you. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, before an external best friend is not going to be in a position to help you. Um, when I consider friendship as a rule, I got a lot to learn about friendship. Growing up in a military family, moving every 2, 3 years, I got really good at enduring the pain of departure and squelching the anxiety of arrival. You get me? I got really good at not trembling upon arrival at a new space or place in my life. I got really good at having a thick skin when it came to the heartbreaking, and it was very heartbreaking experience of leaving someone that you've come to know and love. This was especially challenging, in my youth. Of course, that's when I got really good at it in my youth. You know, you have to get on the plane, you got to leave your friends behind. You One thing, you didn't have schoolwork to do. You'll excuse me, but I am having a hot flash. Yes, I am qualified for a hot flash, and you will be too. Just keep on living, my friend, female or otherwise. I don't know if guys have hot flashes, but girls, we know what we're up in for. And if you don't know, I'm telling you, because no one, well, I got a wind of it. We hear older women in our youth, we hear them talking about hot flashes or this or that. But all I can say is when I see God, I'm just going to thank him for moist, wet skin throughout my life. Thank you, God, for the moist, wet skin that I never had to moisturize because it was always moist and or wet. Thank you. You're the man. So continuing on with friends, best friends. Um, I was saying I don't have a lot of experience. I don't have a lot of good experience, quality experience, making friends. It seems like most of my quality of experience is in the realm of losing friends, leaving friends, friends leaving, and that's not the best way. It's not the best foundation. So I've had to learn some things from some folks as I strove to be in relationship with them and toward friendship. And I learned one thing that I learned: when you have a friend or someone that's on their way to becoming your friend or your best friend, it's a beautiful dance that you do, learning to talk to each other so you don't talk over each other. I have found myself so excited at the prospect of, oh, maybe this is a friend. And I really, and then as soon as I finish talking to him or we part company, I'm like, oh God, I screwed that up because I was talking over them and I didn't let them finish. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, everybody that's watching that I want to be my friend, and that's pretty much everybody. And sorry, I was just excited. Okay, really sorry. Working on it. In the midst, no, not so much aware, but after we talk, yeah, I'm kind of fully aware. I can do a hindsight's 2020 and say, ooh, that didn't go the way I would really like it to go. And it didn't show the honor and treasure that person is to me as that friendship's growing. So let's turn around. I'm not leaving out my peeps that don't have a friend or don't think you have a friend. What about you? How I treat myself is so paramount to how I'm going to be able to treat others and how others will see to treat me. So, my friendless friend out there, first of all, you got me. Seriously. Seriously. I don't know how to say no. And I won't say no. I'm going to be here. And I hope that if you're a person in a friendless state, you'll stick with me and you'll find yourself growing in your own right. And trust that there'll be an affectionate bond that you will generate from yourself to me. And you would like it. Just like I'd like to see some comments. Come on, you guys, don't be shy. I can take it. In fact, I double dare you to say something critical. Not, I'm not saying, I want you to beat me up or anything, but there are things that you see in the audience that maybe I see them, but I don't see them with the urgency or importance that you may see. So if you would, does my background have too many ripples in it? I don't know. Okay, this side doesn't. I don't know. Stuff to notice. But again, friendless friend, you have within you your best friend, and that is you. How do you be your best friend? Will you be nice to yourself? You be kind to yourself. When I say be nice and be kind, that doesn't mean spoil you and every little whim that comes along. But should you, as I did 2 days ago, should you go get 2 pints, not 2 gallons, because see, that's what we used to do. I used to go get 4 gallons of ice cream. No, but when you get 2 pints, be nice to yourself. You could have got gallons of ice cream. And when you start eating them, be kind to yourself. Let yourself enjoy it. If you're not going to enjoy it, don't do it. So you see how you have to be your own friend. If you don't have somebody there to bounce things off of, you are certainly big enough, bad enough, bold enough to bounce off of yourself. I hope that doesn't sound crazy, but with COVID, a lot of people are stuck with themselves. Now, if being stuck with yourself was such a bad thing, would not people fight for camaraderie and companionship and the right to socialize? I'm reminded, unless you're twins or other multiple birth situation, you come into the world by yourself. You're not even, it's a beautiful dynamic that happens. It's not even, you and your mom aren't even friends. She's a host, you're a parasite, you know? So check yourself before you wreck yourself. In other words, best friends, find one or be one to yourself. On that note, I set us out to close by saying like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified as every new episode of, in other words, Otetiani flies off the shelf and into the YouTube space. It's been my pleasure. Look forward to the next time. Until then, be well, be you.